Hello everybody, my name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing 4 spin fishing character. Today there was an update overnight that has caused some server stability problems, so just to say it out loud, I'm under the impression right now that the servers are not stable. They still have not posted their fixed, so my view is anything I get today can be rolled back, so I'm going to take it a little bit easy, probably only going to fish during the day. But we're still over here at Ladoga, or sorry, at Volkov. And we took the ferry over to the center islands, and we're casting north up towards the dam. And pretty much as soon as I cast out, we hooked this hide. So using the Vico, again, my view is anything I buy, anything I catch, any XP I get, any silver I get, may be rolled back until I see that they've fixed the server issues. The forums still have not been updated to say they're fixed. The Russian Fishing for English Discord still says don't log in. You're at risk of losing fish. So just to be clear, that's kind of my view of the situation here right now. They did release the New Year's Fair, Christmas Fair, whatever you want to call it. If you look at the spreadsheets, there are reels and rods that are only available at Christmas. So those are out there. Over in my float fishing series, I was able to get in last night and do a quick view of those. Probably nothing we're going to be able to afford. If you look at Kilted Jock's spreadsheet, he's got the Overlord reel, which seems like a deal that's too good to be true. It's a very big reel that shows for 1,800 silver. It's really 18,000 silver. So probably nothing I want to get, just because I kind of want this to be focused more on a year-round series and that type of thing. And there will be, between Christmas and New Year's, a place at Mosquito where you can go float fish and get some gifts. I will probably do that on this account, on both accounts, just because I'm kind of stupid not to. So just heads up for folks there. But today, again, probably be a shorter episode. Gonna take it a bit easy. This area right here is very good to fish with the Snatcher 02. Where is it? Here. This Snatcher 02, you will get a lot of salmon, Ladoga salmon, while doing that. Thought about doing that, but they're bigger than we can really support. And again, I just don't trust the stability of the servers to be spending silver on a boat ticket that may be worthless in the long run. But as you see, a lot of good Ladoga salmon. That 10.72 kilogram Ladoga salmon, 60 silver. Also some pike in the area, so obviously the risk is there for that. I've got a 40 retrieval speed right now and doing the jig step with the Vico. It's about 10:30 in game when I logged in here, so we'll see what we can do. Appreciate all the good feedback over on the float fishing episode, especially with the servers being down. There was a lot of good conversation, very respectful conversation, so I appreciate that. And when I started this, we were up to 97 subs, so appreciate that as well too. It is kind of late. It's about 8:30 at night. And these usually go live at midnight, so my time at least, so it may not be fully processed when this initially goes live. I apologize about that, but with the stability issues, not much I can do there. And I still have to record the float fishing episode after this, too. So it's going to be a bit of a busy evening for me. But at least it'll be before I think I recorded the float fishing episode that I got out at like 10:45 last night. So I was very tired. And of course, float fishing requires the use of a brain. So Tired Tucker did not do too well. Well, that I'd got my hopes up because as soon as the lure hit the water, that I'd had jumped on it just to start, but not a whole lot after that. One other thing I will say is they did post that there was a fish migration as part of their work to stabilize the servers. So that means spots will have changed, bait preferences will have changed. So, gonna be interesting for the rest of the week to see how that goes. You can't necessarily trust the weekly records right now. Because if they were caught Monday, Tuesday, they may not be ready. That's a great name. Oh, that's a great name in chat. I got a giggle out of me. If you're in between an HSV and a Tagara or Nagara, the Overlord is probably a good reel, and you got the 18,000 saved up. I'm not going to say there's no way we'll have 18,000, but we probably won't have 18,000 before the end of the event. One thing they are also doing is, I believe, the 29th of December through the 9th of January. I can't remember the exact dates. They are giving everyone basically free premium, sort of. They're giving the happy hour bonus to everybody, and premium users get double happy hour. So, for those who don't know, you can buy basically a monthly subscription. It's called premium, and it doubles your XP on fishing. And then the first hour a day that you log in and do anything, you get what's called your happy hour, and that gives you bonus skill ups, and basically bonus skill ups are the big thing. So if you make ground bait, you got a better chance to upgrade your ground bait. If you make lures, you got a better chance to upgrade your lures. If you fish, you get another double of XP, so basically 4x XP during that first hour. And you get the better chance at skill ups too. So you can take ground bait basically from 0 to 100 if you have a couple thousand silver in 3 days. And I read the same thing for lures. So possibility, if I save up enough, I may buy some stuff for lure making just to take advantage of that for the free happy hour. We'll see. But honestly, the prices are not too bad. It's your typical $15 a month for 30 days, $40 for 90 days. So it's honestly pretty reasonable prices, supports the devs, that type of thing. And no, you do not have to buy it. We're level 21. We have not bought premium. We will probably never buy premium on this account. My main account, I go in and out of using premium. I know I'm going to have some time. I'll buy premium. If I'm not going to have time, I probably won't. I think I bought a week for a while and then recently bought 30 days because we're getting into the holiday season. Assuming the servers stay stable, I'll have some time to have some fun on my Steam account. And then we'll see what 2023 brings. That 4-letter W word is changing for me for the better, I think, but may take some time away from me being able to record, so we'll have to see how that goes. Part of the reason I started recording videos were things had slowed down a little bit at the 4-letter W word. I had time and I was bored. I think that's going to change. But I will definitely have an hour a day to at least get something out. I just may not be able to do 2 series at once. May have to do a day, a float episode one day, a spin episode the next. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Or I may just have to record some stuff ahead of time. A lot of it'll just depend on what happens. Or I may have to push to recording like I am right now and just push the release of the spin fishing back an hour or two. We'll see. We'll see. The only reason I say that is it takes YouTube an hour or two to process anything. So, it's 8:39 right now. We're 15, not even that, we're 12 minutes into the episode. So if this is let's call it a half an hour episode, nice fish, little pike there. We'll get it uploaded, let's say 9 o'clock, and then it'll take an hour or two to process. That's getting real close to the midnight time frame. And the longer the video, the longer it'll take to go through the YouTube processing. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Again, for me, videos are a hobby. I'm not looking to become a YouTuber to make my money, make my job making videos on, especially on Russian Fishing 4. It's not a known enough game to be able to do that. But kind of feel sorry for the devs with releasing new content or releasing the Christmas update and just overloading things. It's never fun to be going into the holiday season and having major issues. I work in IT and server and software and service hosting, so I understand what they're going through. It ain't fun. I feel bad for them. I've had to send pretty much the same message they've posted before. But I work in an area that's a little bit more important than a game. So saying anything you do may be lost is never fun. In a game, it's not fun. Finance, it's even worse. Healthcare, it's even worse. Manufacturing, it can be worse. So at least it's a game. Probably another perch. Yep, small perch. All right, I'm gonna do a dumb. I'm gonna cast this out. So this is a Snatcher 002 that I was talking about. I've only used it trolling. We'll see what it does. So I am getting twitching, which similar to speed up should increase attractiveness. And you do that by right clicking about once every second. You can do, some people will double right click. Another small perch. This doesn't sound like a perch since it jumped there. Might be a pike. It's a pike. Small pike, but we did get spin fishing XP, so we're up to 53.5, assuming we don't get rolled back. So I kind of do about 3 seconds and then click, 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 right click, right click, right click, right click, right click. Basically, what I look at is if you see the tension bar when it drops back to none, that's usually about the time to right click again. Now, obviously, we're getting pike, so it's possible we lose the lure. We could hook into a massive salmon. Let's do one more cast with this, and then I'm going back to the Vico. Basically, when the line goes tight again, it's when I right click. Let's go back to the Vico. I'm going to try a slow jig step with it, just see if we get any luck. Another smallish fish. This is a mussel. Nice river mussel. I don't know if I showed the maps, so the ferry puts you out right here, so it just came down, kind of casting towards the 8-meter hole is the goal. might be another pike. I think it is. I do not have a steel leader on. I've got fluorocarbon leader on, so I could bite through it. Another couple kilo pike. Yeah, it's only 1.1. That was smaller than I thought it was going to be. Don't care about that message. Dog paw to the right mouse button. Tomorrow may be interesting as well. We've got, just like pretty much all of the US, there's a big winter storm brewing. We're supposed to be basically, I think, a high in the mid 20s at midnight, and it's just going to go down from there. It's not snowing yet, but it's supposed to start any minute now. They're talking 2 to 6 inches of snow, but 50-mile-an-hour winds. So we're going to have a negative 20 to negative 40 wind chill. And that's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. So we're going to be cold. And then Friday, the last I saw, was a high of 3 and a low of negative 7. So not going to be a fun few days. They have already been out treating the roads in my town, even in my neighborhood, which they never treat the roads in my neighborhood. The city has canceled. I get trash pickup once a week, and they've canceled Thursday and Friday trash pickup again, which is probably the third or fourth time they've done it in 2022. What are you? Xander. All right, I'll take that. The small Xander, that's why I didn't know what it was. Honestly thought it was a rough, but didn't make sense for a rough. Friggin' Xander, I'm tempted to actually jig here for the last few minutes. Again, this is going to be a shorter episode just because I don't trust that anything we do here is actually going to count. So 24 minutes in, only 11 fish. Not a whole lot of markers either. The markers we've gotten have been perch. And a couple of small pike as well. Oh. Another pike. Again, be a little careful with um, the weekly records right now since there was a fish migration. So anything shown the 19th, I'm not sure those lures are valid anymore. They may be, but lures probably won't change as much as bait preferences, especially at amber when you're using volleys. The advanced baits there. Basically, amber is a kind of curated lake where the fish are acclimated to a certain flavor of bait. So you would pay money to go fish that lake, and they will tell you that the carp in there, they put 100 carp in that are biting on tutti frutti or whatever. Let's try a little bit of traditional jigging to wrap the day up. We'll put our jig head on. Start with the foam rubber fish for a little bit. Bit of a risk here if we hook a big Xander. We don't really have the equipment to be pulling it in, and we're not in a boat to chase it, so we'll see. Not what I meant to push. Push 5 instead of 4. Not looking too good on the foam rubber fish just before night. Four-legged thing is snoring with his head on my arm. Gonna be interesting to see him in snow, and a lot of snow and very, very cold temperatures. Because he's a bit of a short-haired dog. He's a Catahoula leopard dog, which is, for those of you who know like an Australian cattle dog or a blue heeler. He's a big blue heeler, basically. 75 pounds. Dog that kind of originated out of the southeastern United States. And I got him in March. He's about 18 months old. So I have not really seen him. He got to play a little bit in a little bit of snow, quarter of an inch a couple of weeks ago, and was enjoying it up until it was one of those fun snows where it was half rain, half snow, and he was running around in the yard, and as it was rainy, it was also muddy, and did a nice little face plant in the snow, and that's when he decided it was time to come in at 11:30 at night. So we'll see what he's like tomorrow in the 0 degrees and -20 wind chills. But he's also a very active breed dog, so gonna be interested to see how he does in the super cold. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I know, again, I don't feel comfortable that everything's up and working today, so probably not the best overall total of fish. Something I wanted to try. Assuming everything's better tomorrow, we'll probably go back over to Corey and have some fun there. But there is a fish market here. That's a grocery store. So we do have 21 silver. Again, it's a half an episode, and it was kind of a test bed episode, so I'm not entirely surprised. But if you come over to the ferry, you end up back on the docks of town. Fish market's right there, but I want to go over. Here's the year's event. So the fair has food and alcohol. A lot of people will buy a bunch of tea because it's cheap and you don't have to brew it. Here's the equipment you can buy. We may probably buy one of each of the spinners just because we can, or the lures. I don't know. I haven't decided on that, but there's 100 silver, 160 silver, decent amount there. 20 times 9. Math is hard. Basically 200 silver, 180 silver, and same there. So 500 silver, we can get one of each of the lures. I may do that. I don't know. The downside is if you lose one of the lures, it's gone. So I don't know. We'll play it by ear there. Looking at the cafe, no sleepers, no carp, no tents, no vindies, no bream, no trophy perch, no bleak, no dace. So nothing for us there, unfortunately. So we're only going to wrap up with 21 silver, but again, it was a half episode today and just a weird day since stability may not be the best. So I'll take it. Appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. Hopefully servers are deemed stable and we can do a full episode, but we'll go from there. For those of you that might be traveling for the holidays, have a good one, be safe, and look forward to seeing y'all back when you get back. Have a good one. Bye bye now.